let's take a scenario that how we can convert this audio file into a text file, or how you can convert that audio into a text. Okay, so that's where I'm using the AWS given or AWS provided Amazon transcribe service, which is a AI service which will convert speech into text. Okay, yeah. So this is before I walk you through the code, let me make you hear what is actually the audio contains. Okay, so this is the file I have kept into the that Amazon 3 file, Amazon S3 file
Access
bucket.
the audio stream from the response.
Yeah. So this is the sum.
Access the audio stream from the response.
Yeah. So this is the MP3 file which contains some audio. Let's convert that audio into text. Okay. And the same file I have kept in this S3 bucket. Okay. So before I run this code, let me quickly walk you through this code, and then I will demo you that how this service converts that audio into a text format. Okay. So here, what I'm doing is I'm using couple of modules. Especially first one is the Boto 3, as I explained. Okay, and here is main aim is to use how we can use AWS Python Boto 3 module to convert that speech into text. Okay, then we are using the time and the further modules like URL libraries so that I can download the a file which is stored in the S3 bucket, and retrieve the content of the file. Okay, so then the content of file will be in the JSON. Then from the JSON I just wanted to trim it out the required text. Okay, yeah. So I will just explain those modules where we have been using those. Okay, so this is the complete code. Okay, it contains 43 lines in total. So let me quickly walk you through from the starting of the run. Okay, so as you know that the code runs from the main function. Okay, because I have added the main underscore main function. So the code starts from here. So let's walk from here. So once the invocation happens to the main function, so then the invocation comes here, which gets loaded to the my S3 bucket URI. So this is my S3 bucket URI, right? So if I copy the URI, so this is the same URI I have pasted here. Let me do it again so that you can be confident about this. Yeah, so this is the same URI I have copied here, where my this example MP3 file, nothing but audio file, is being stored. And after that, what I'm doing is I'm calling the one more function that is been written above with the example with some input or with some arguments. That is the name of the job. So this is the example job which I have given. Then the URI file. So this is the URI path of my file. Then client, nothing but Boto 3 client. That is where transcribe is the Boto 3 client. Okay. So as you see here, what I'm doing is I'm using the Boto 3 module. In that one, I'm using the API, that client, and it is setting the context of the client, that is transcribe, right? That is the AWS, that is Amazon transcribe service client. Okay, and that is gets restored in this variable. Okay, so that variable I'm just putting it as an a parameter in this file. Let's go to this function and where actually the business logic is happening. Okay, so once this function has been called, so the runtime comes here and it will start doing the next job. As I said, like the transcribe client is nothing but which a module which holds the knowledge of transcribe, that is Amazon transcribe service, and from there we can consume the APIs of the transcribe service. Okay, so that's where I'm using the start transcription job. Okay, so that is an API under Boto 3 module of transcribe service. Okay, so that API consumes four parameters. One is the transcription job, right, where the job name is the one I have given from the parameter down. Yeah, here. Okay, and yeah, so then let's go to the next parameter, that is media. In media, it's an object type, so where it using the key called media file URI, where we are putting the URI, nothing but the same S3 bucket URI targeting to an object. Then the media format, you should be make sure that media format is the what actually the media format you have kept. Okay, if either you are MP4 or MP3 or some other format, make it here. Okay, so I have hard coded it here, but you can make it dynamic as well. Again, the language code, yeah, so it's I want to convert into US language. Okay, so that's where I'm just invoking the API, that is transcribe job. Okay, so it is a post method. Okay, it will just posting the invocation to the start transcription job. Okay, and after that, what I'm doing is I'm going to the transcribe job, and I'm going to the transcribe service and finding the my job status. Okay, so that is a independent block of the code within this function. So that's where this blocks does all about. Okay, so I'm using a while loop here. Let me explain you what I'm doing here. So maximum retry is I will be trying for 60 time, okay, 60 iterations, where maximum time is still greater than 0. Yeah, so while it is greater than 0, nothing but I'm decreasing from 60 to 0, nothing but I'm trying for 60 times. All right, so it is nothing but a do while loop, and maximum retry is nothing but I'm just decreasing it there. And as you see there again, what I'm doing is, see, first here, as you see here, we are just doing a post. So this is a post API invocation. Once the post API is invocation, what I'm doing is I'm doing the get transcription job is the next API which I am using under transcribe client. Yeah, and where the parameter is nothing but the job name. So just to get the status of the job, that nothing but this is a job name. So based on the job name, okay. So in transcribe a service, so let me take you to the transcribe service. So under Amazon transcribe service, the job name is unique across the in the context of your account. So that's the reason it will be identified. Okay, so here, yeah, so let me go now. So there is no job as of now. I will show you once I invoke this file. So once the job has been retrieved, what I'm doing is I'm getting the required properties of the job. That is the transcription job status. Okay, under transcription job file, under transcription job parameters, I'm getting the job status. So if the job status is either completed or either failed, I'm just going further in the leaf loop and doing the further state. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just printing the status. Okay, what actually happened, either it is failed or either it is passed. Okay, so that's what the print statement does. Then again, I'm doing one more if check, that is if it is completed. Okay, if it is completed, then we can able to retrieve the text, right? So that's what I'm doing is, so if the status is equal to completed, what I'm doing is, here I'm using the URL lib module, and in that I'm consuming the request function. Yeah, under that I'm consuming the sub module, that is request. Under that I'm going for the URL open API again, or API or function again within that module, and where the input is nothing but our transcription URI, nothing but this is a long big URL, big URI which will be given from the transcribe service as an output. And if you go to that URI, you will find the JSON file. From the JSON file, you can retrieve the text format. Okay, so that's the reason what I'm doing is I'm dynamically or I'm programmatically going to that URI, and I'm getting the JSON object. Okay, so that's where I'm just converting that response into a JSON code. Yeah, so the data and the output will be stored in the format of data variable, where it is a JSON content. JSON load. Okay, so under the JSON I'm using the load option, and where read from the response I'm using the read operations. Okay, nothing but I'm reading the file URI. Okay, and nothing but I'm reading the file which is present under that destination, nothing but under the endpoint. Okay, and after that, under the data, what I'm doing is I'm just retrieving the top one transcript. Okay, where I'm going to the result transcript. Then in the transcript, I just want the top most, and under the topmost, I just retrieving the transcript. Okay, so this is where my actual text I mean contains the text. Okay, yeah. Since the audio is only one, so that's the reason I'm using the zeroth item of the array, and in that one I want the transcript. Okay, so nothing but that is the actual text of the voice. Okay, where the actual voice is converted into text. Okay, that text will be stored under this property or under this key, right? So that's where it gets stored here. And after that, what I'm doing is I'm just printing that in the text. Okay, so nothing but I'm just printing the text which is converted from voice to text. Okay, and just next further is, if the job status is failed, then I'm just doing the catch. Okay, and the sleep. Okay, as you see here, right, I have added a 10-second sleep. All right, so that, because the job is not a very quick operation, so it will take some certain minimum time to convert the voice into text. Okay, that's the reason sleep has been added. Until what it does is it will do a while loop until the job gets completed. Okay, yeah. So that's how the code has been written. Let's do a run. So to do the run, what we need to do is we need to set up the context of the account in the format of AWS CLI. Let me set the context, that is AWS configure using, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm using the AWS CLI to set the context, and from the where this Boto3 module will acquire the required context, right? Yeah, so let's do that. AWS configure. So what I have already did the key and access key and secret are already been saved, so I'm just using those. So this is must. Okay, because with this, What you are doing is you are setting the context of your AWS account, and from where the Boto3 model will automatically acquire those context, and it will start to do the same job above. Okay, without this it will fail. Okay, for your information. Now let's run this code. So now I am running this code locally from my Visual Studio Code. Anyways, I will be keeping this file in my repo. Yeah. So as you see, it has run and it is waiting for the job to get completed. Currently, it is in progress. That's what the code says. And so and it is still in progress. Yeah. So as I explained, like it takes minimum time to process the voice into text. Okay, that's